they duck out, mate. They move on up. And they'll be done for the day. That's Simple opening things up in this pistol. He's been throwing a CZ, mate. He's laying down the pain. And this B-side play that MIBR tried to throw in, first 20 seconds of the game, and already it's all over. Yeah, not ready to move in just yet. There's a smoke down, and they know they're coming up against some resistance here. So MIBR, they're just going to wait for that to dissipate and now try and make their move. The MP9 of Flamey, good for one. Simple with his AWP in hand, and oh, he's flicked onto another. Another kill comes in here for Navi. Fallen getting it back into their odds as best that he can. Still, though, the advantage lying heavily with Navi in this one. Fallen out in the open. Missed shot there from Simple. He's trying to get the numbers in. Fallen will get the bomb planted, but now has to find a 1v3 and a terrifying list of names up against him. Fallen creeping on up now, looking to close the gap, and that's where the repeat comes in from the AWP on Navi, and that will be them securing a third round, providing someone grabs the bomb, and they will. They're going to go back after... Yeah, that's what they're hoping for at least, but it's got a bit confusing at the mouth of this smoke, and Flamey, he's shut them down. That bomb has even dropped out in the open. Thankfully, they've been able to grab it, but whether or not Fallen can get it planted, that's another thing. Navi, they deny the bomb plant. They'll go 4-0 up.
Repositioning inside of the site now. MIBR are going to set up for this execute. They have all 4 players here, raring and ready to go. Flash has come through, Simple flicking, and he lands a 2-for-1, even hits the third as well, and he'll go down eventually, but Navi slaughtering players on this B-bomb site. MIBR might keep away from that in the future. They can just not even get down the ramp.
And it's just to their demise. They speak about him in I can't even say hushed tones. There we go. 7-half, right? They were able and looked so dominant in the latter stages of that game that it really did kind of feel like a dominant victory.
I mean, their T side of Mirage was them just winning so many force buys and going back and forth with the economy. Their CT side, Harry, they just stomped. They just got round after round streaks of them as well. So it did feel dominant moving into that second half. And right now it is dominant as well, but not in the way that MIBR want. They are getting dominated. Flamey here's a flash, and they're already down the ramp, but he's got a smoke in the face of bullets as well, and he'll find everyone. Taco eventually trades, picks up a gun and gets the cross for the bomb plant, but Simple's already here, ready and waiting.
Oh, that nade has done so much damage onto these 2 remaining players, though they've both been brought down low. And Guardian and Simple lighting up the scoreboard. Those AWPs getting a killer piece. Finally, Simple's allowed to letting Guardian have a piece of the pie as well. Also, I think it's important to note that that round there, they finally get a bomb plant over towards B. That was the first time they've been able to do that since round number 3. This round here, Electronic...
Yeah, Kenji's still got his, but how do you even find a pick at this point if you're MIBR? You've lost so much of your map control. Just going to go back towards T-Con. Guardian scoped in on that position already, and Boomich is on top of the train as well, closing the distance. Taco spotted, and Boomich going to fall off, but it only baits these T's into the AWP that's waiting on the other side. Guardian with 2 more. I just wonder if he's going to commit with it or give it over to KNG, who actually has armor. But no, they're just going to go right down ramp. Taco actually gets a kill with that AWP, but it's the only kill MIBR have in this round. The bomb's been dropped first, wrapping, and Flamey can't catch him. There's a chance here for the Brazilians.
Yeah, this is the best spot we've seen them in all half long, right? A 3-on-3 with bomb down. And that's really speaking volumes. Look at the weaponry. Look at what they've got. And this is the best spot we've seen them in. And it gets even sweeter now. Guardian picked up on rotation. Taco's AWP finding another. And it's only Electronic left. And this time that AWP over in main is able to open up onto Guardian. So once again, a good spot for MIBR. So it's getting that first on the board. It feels like they're finding their footing. But Boomich has just pulled the rug out from underneath them, and now they're stumbling around. They're trying to get back on their feet, but everywhere they turn, there's just more and more players for Navi. KNG surely going to go down here as he's brought to just 33 points of health. The nade tagging him up even more. No way to get back into that round as he's now put in the grave, and Navi every time for the Navi side. Because that 16k, distant memory, mate. They're back down to the rest of us, back down to the 2000s, and a fast play now from MIBR over towards this A side of the map to change the pace, and it just might catch Navi off guard. Ooh. Taco in with 2. The trade's going left and right, but this A bomb site right now is under Brazilian control.
Oh, Not for long though. Flamey's found a kill as that smoke blooms in the connector, and he can actually just wrap back towards the backtracks and play for retake with his team. It's a flank in the pop dog. Fallen misses the timing, and Simple gets out at the perfect point. It's just KNG left up. He spots the head, but can't find the killing blow, and now has to fall off the train, knowing that Navi are closing in on his position. Grenade lands well. Responds with one of his own, but Flamey's already moved inside of the site with an electronic, and he finds a shot as KNG turns around. 10-2 for Navi.
So he's going to go looking for a duel over here. In main, that nade gets a great return on investment there from Guardian, and now in with this first peek, and the first man falls. Electronic's going to get naded out of the round though, and Guardian, now the sole defender at this site, does have Simple to come and fight alongside him. These Orcs trying to do all they can to hold down this A side of the map. Simple dealt with by KNG, and Flamey put down as well. MIBR finally in.
You know, he wants that repeat, he wants that fight, and at an 11-3 scoreline, I don't blame him for wanting to take fights here. Fast engagements out A here, traded effectively by Electronic, and he's dropped the bomb as well. Another man out in the yard that they haven't seen, but Simple gets rid of Fur instantly. It's just KNG left, 20 seconds into the round, and we're almost done. And he is trying to fight for this fourth round of the half.
Might actually throw a bit of a spanner in the works here. It's slowed down this Ivy play, and now removing Simple as well. Fallen taking the man advantage for MIBR.
That was a pistol, the P250 Ray boss as well removed. So a big kill to find to start off this round as Fallen looks for more. The bomb not been spotted down Ivy, but it is in tow with all three players coming through this position. Another one down. Flamey's been removed. Boomich coming from main. Needs to split to find effect right here, right now. And Electronics at least killed the player in the spawn. It opens up a route towards B, and maybe that needs to be taken with MIBR having everyone on this A site, but they're just going to win the fights instead. Taco with a flick and drops 2 with the bomb. Boomich alone in a 1-on-2 with everything to do and not much health to do it with. He's even being flanked around the pop dog side, and Fur should have him dead to rights. That's MIBR. This outer site, they're going to have to double drop into pop. And we'll see how this FAMAS stands against that. Not at all.
Yeah, that's the sad answer to it, right? Lucas falling straight away. And Taco even finished off as he was brought down low. It is still Fur alive here, but as I'm saying players' names, they're getting dropped. Fallen here, getting into the site, getting up close with this AWP, trying to use it a bit like a shotgun. The man on the other side, though, is no stranger to that. Simple dropped, and now Flamey with no time to get that bomb planted. He would need this kill onto KNG, and it just doesn't come through. Another round for MIBR, and the AWP finished off after time at the end of that round.
MIBR 4 players on the outer site, as is standard at the start of these rounds. And Fallen flashed off on the Ivy. Fur's going to be trying to support him, but he loses his life. And now Fallen's got to back off. He's getting pushed from multiple positions. They're going to run into A. Boomich through the Molotov, and he will die in it. Not going to get much further this time. Lucas still only 3 kills to his name, but luckily KNG is here to party with a couple more. Taco even rotating in through the connector. B has been abandoned, and for good reason. Navi have just found 2 kills out of nowhere. Make that a third. It's just KNG. He needs to ace the round to win it. How has this fallen apart?
And now it does just rely on this one man and what he can get done. But the one thing that's going his way is they don't know he's here. We'll deal with Electronic. It's whether or not he's ready for Flamey, and he isn't as he wraps behind the green train. The one player that KNG didn't have information on. He'd spotted everyone else in that round. I don't know. I'm not an admin, so we'll have to... we'll just figure out that one. Regardless, the game's back in now, and Guardian, he can jump again. He's feeling the freedom, and Simple charging in. Well, he's actually going to charge to his demise. Fur getting the entry. Guardian, let's see if fixing that little space...
Oh, what?
Hang on a minute, hang on a moment. Valve, mate, we're going to need the official ruling on that one. How did that not connect? How didn't Guardian just get a kill there?
KNG is waiting though, and this drop from Guardian has to be perfect, but somehow Fallen doesn't get away with a kill. He gets tagged down to 50, gonna have to fall back, and he does catch a second one this time. Nade trading as KNG sits on the site, and the bomb's been dropped. Navi, they need to get these kills if they want to pick that one back up, and even though Electronic is lurking out on A, Guardian needs his kill on B. He's found it, and he's opened up his chance. Lucas on the pop dog flank, and they have no idea. aware of the possibility. Guardian's holding this backline as he waits for Electronic to pick up that bomb. The 13 seconds, they need to plant ASAP, and Lucas has gone through the Molotov. He could win this round. They have to stick the bomb plant. Can he get there in time? No. As the spam comes through, he takes down Electronic. 5 HP the difference. Guardian needs one shot, and he'll land it as well. That bullet at least connects, and Navi connect to a 14th round.
And a heartbreaking situation there for MIBR to be in. And it's such an important part in this game. And in this... Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, look, we get... I'm sorry.
Oh, the train?
But that doesn't... And
no.
Taco. Peeking wide, and they were hoping that that would have been an opener found for MIBR. Instead, it's gifted this man advantage over KNG, fully blind, and still in with 2. Fallen's even stripped the man down from upper, and now it's Guardian and Simple left standing on the other side on the map. And if they do that, Electronic is just holding this position with the Krieg. That is not a fight who should be winning. So Lucas, he's going to thank his lucky stars that he decides to hang around in that off angle there. Wow. KNG picked up in the meantime, though. Navi snatching this man advantage back, and in a very big way.
Yeah, 4-on-2 right now, and MIBR desperately clinging onto this map. Lucas, big kill onto Simple at the back of the Ivy position, and Taco's going to have to come in on that rotation, but it's being covered, and the round is being closed, as is the map. Navi running away with things, 16-9. As the bomb comes and joins up on Catwalk, and MIBR look to hit these shots of the USPs.
Oh, Electronic getting rid of Fur inside of the site. Now Lucas following suit, and this is where Fallen is trying to save the day, doing his damnedest, but Flamey taps him down. It's only Taco left, down in CT right now, and they know that. Navi have just spotted him. Taco, what can he do here? Does get rid of Flamey. Still 2 players left to find. Simple and Boomich on the other side, and they're both going to go in towards Elbow, but Taco's seen one, and now he knows that they're both there. They both try and set up over towards the site. Taco, another kill, and just looking for Simple, but that's a little too much to ask of dodging the danger that would be getting stuck in that CT spawn area. All it takes then is a smoke to completely nullify them. KNG able to erect some sort of defense, but there's Guardian smashing it down. His second kill in this round with the AWP. One AWP is apparently all it takes. He bests both of them on the Brazilian side.
Yeah, I wonder if Simple will pick one up off of the body on top of this site. We'll have to wait and see. It's not really a necessity for the T side, and
you know, they are AWPs, they are weapons at the end of the day. That bomb is not going to blow them all the way down through mid. Fur doesn't want to go down here, and he's not going to let them find him.
Yeah, Simple knew he was there as well. He jump spotted down lower and got that info, but can't win the fight. And Navi go 4-0 up regardless of those last couple of kills coming through for MIBR. Gun saved.
You think about this best of 3 and hang on a minute.
Talk about FOVs.
Mate, honestly, these FOV changes that Valve added that let you play around with the FOV on GOTV have been fantastic. I know that Rush is a...
Electronic isn't going to commit to the B play on his own, though. In 25 seconds, Navi can't afford to leave this too late. They've still got to get up the catwalk and take control of A. Fur's in the spawn to try and fight back. That smoke is going to give Navi the room to drop into CT if they want, but Flamey's already got that opening kill. Fur can't find a headshot, can't even find a face, and Boomich getting dinked, but he can still cross with that bomb. Guardian's taking his attention away. Double dinks from Fur, but still no kills in this round for MIBR. Finally, Fur getting dropped in the spawn with that mid-wrap, and at this point, it's all a done deal. Damage doesn't matter. Taco's in a 1-on-5.
Yeah, such a shame, right? Fur brings 3 players down to their knees. You look at the HP on Navi right now.
And Fur actually decides to duck out. That's a smart decision. Doesn't want to overcommit to that angle. He gets seen as well. Fallen going to re-aggress after this molly has faded, and this could be well timed, but there's so many players. Surely he can't get more than one. The trade should be imminent, but he does get away with that. Lucas re-peeking and getting a second, and that's a double down for Lucas, dropping everyone and the bomb here on Catwalk. Even takes the AWP. He's waiting for the flick on Simple, but peeking from the left side, Simple catches him off guard. They haven't got the bomb quite back under their control as Fallen still sits here on the Catwalk, but with this bit of time, Taco's come in from the tunnels and he's moved in on that T-spawn flank. Fur's even fully pushed up from long as well. Navi, they don't realize it, but they have enemies behind their lines.
But now Taco and Fur both arriving, both on this lurk, and Simple not ready for it. Now leaves Flamey alone.
Oh, nice shot from Flamey, but at this point he's just going to get the AWP. He realizes no time to retrieve the bomb and get a plant, so may as well just scavenge a weapon. Yeah, Fallen staying around that smoke, keeping an eye on it, just making sure that Navi aren't committing to a mid to B, but nothing's coming through, and KNG confirms that from the window of the B site. Flashes over the catwalk, and Fallen doing his best to avoid them. There's a player dropping in. Fallen should have a drop on him, and he does. Boomich is down. Back to a 4-on-4 here. Fallen still committing in the spawn, and now the AWP is coming up as well. Needs to be careful. He finds these headshots. Guardian on the other side, and Fallen almost gets around that corner. Not quite. Guardian taking the advantage back for Navi, but 25 seconds. They can't rotate. They have to commit towards this A site right now. They will be able to get a bomb plant. No one's stopping that, but Lucas is still on long, holding onto his own, taking down Flamey, and that's set MIBR up very well for the retake.
Yeah, it's given them a chance, but with that bomb now planted for Catwalk, and oh, actually, I don't think it is. So Simple's position could get punished here. Luckily enough, him and Electronic are good for a killer piece, and that's going to leave them with the man advantage. Lucas trying to close the gap as he makes his way up long. Does find Guardian there, who gets a bit overzealous with that peek. Now just has to deal with Simple, but many a man have tried and failed this exact task. He's looking, and Simple now emerging in with...
But he's been smoked off in the process. KNG denying Navi the entrance towards this A site. It might send them back into a B play here if Boomich can regain control of the tunnels coming late down middle. But instead he just spams the doors on these rotating players. And Fallen, he's moved off the B site to great effect. He's found a kill and can now go back into B. Lucas on long, great off angle, and Flamey can't predict it. It's Simple and Guardian left alive in a 2-on-4.
Yeah, and Taco makes quick work of them both. With that spray, he'll find Simple and Guardian up on Cat. Even if he didn't, there were so many players nearby and so little time.
KNG's going to flash Taco into this fight. Let's see if that flash is good enough, and it will at least blind one, but Electronic's there with a trade immediately. Great anti-flash play from Electronic. That smoke's going to fade, though. He needs to hurry up with the cross. KNG getting spotted, and Electronic is so good. Third kill of the round. B-play getting crushed by MIBR as Fur finds Simple coming through the tunnels. It's a 2-on-2 right now, and Navi are going back towards long.
This entire series, Lucas now up on Catwalk, just trying to buy some time, but Flamey's going to land a blinder of a shot in spite of getting brought down low. Bomb plant here found, and it's for a lone B rotator left in this clutch. He's got a lot to do, and that smoke might just slow him down. Instead, he's going to try and go through it. Tries to play around this. Nade gives up his position and doesn't find all too much damage. Guardian's just homed in on the angle.
He can't really take this fight with an SMG, just has to hold the tight corner.
I do love how Navi have been playing mid, right? They have Guardian just hold Suicide down from spawn, watching the door, and that allows every round Electronic to just rush down mid. And he gets there so fast. He's found so many openers from that fast mid play. It's almost unreal that we haven't had a bit more attention over on middle this round. He gets boosted, thrown up onto his teammate's head there over at short and pulls it back into a 4-on-4. Fool and will go unchecked though. And now, not armed with his trusty AWP, he's only good for one. Taco has managed to keep this even, and Lucas arriving from long. He might only be 13 points of health, but he's still putting up numbers. Boomich, he's decided to leave A. Down through mid he goes. Now, as this bomb plant doesn't come in, MIBR have to start to consider this as a possibility, but there's no way you expect him to have done it this early on.
Yeah, this is such a play from Boomich. So heads up, he knows MIBR are going to reroute and regroup to retake, and now they have to go all the way back down towards B with that bomb plant coming in. That's going to cut off time significantly, and they do not have a kit for this retake. Boomich moving back into middle, and surely they don't expect this play. Oh, he may have just brained them hard, Harry. Double mollies, though, and double flashes. They could check this corner, and they should be able to trade, you'd like to think, but do they check it? That's the question. One goes by, and Boomich playing it like an absolute beast. He finds them both.
Boomich is in their heads, man. He knows what he's doing. He plays the trigger discipline, and he just waits.
Really wants to try and get another kill off of this long position, but Navi are not giving him the chance, and Fur, that's an unfortunate timing as he backs off around the corner. We'll be able to get smoked down. Taco's pushed through the mid doors, and Flamey should have seen him, but Electronic coming from behind gets him instead, and that's a B player. They know it. They can just set themselves towards his site, falling into their sight lines, and he goes down as well. It's just Fur alone in CT. And once that smoke fades, he is going to be on the chopping block as well. Tries to climb above it. I don't know if they saw him, but they read it, and they will take him down. That's just ridiculous. Navi.
Yeah, I mean, it would all have to start with this pistol round, right? It becomes so important for MIBR to find success in this one here and now. Fallen donning the utility. The rest of the gang on the armor pistol bite. Simple already opening this round up. He's got that P2K and he's putting it to good use over at short. The flashbang's perfect as well from Electronic. He helps out in a very big way. Fallen will deal with Simple at the very, very least, but it's still a 2-on-4. The odds overwhelmingly in favor of Navi, and Guardians deleted Lucas to make matters worse. Fallen the only man left and a 1v4 to find.
Yeah, the bomb plot would be incredible here, but Navi don't want to give it away. He's spinning, he's circling, but Boomich has got the drop on him. Will be able to stop that bomb from getting planted. He could have committed to a cat plant.
41 on MIBR.
Good maths.
So, yeah, I've had to do that one on the fly. I've had to add that up. It might be wrong, it might be right. It doesn't matter because it still spells good night for MIBR. Guardian and Electronic both getting a killer piece all ready to start this round. And now MIBR, just 3 players remain. They wanted to try and keep their heads above water, but it's already flowing over them. It might be too little too late.
Yeah, Guardian got a shot through the smoke as well. Just nothing that MIBR can do at this point, is there? 3-on-5 into the site. Guardian has no smoke, but luckily he is avoiding the fire. Oh, no, he's not. It's finally spread. It's finally caught him in the corner. Down to 50 as he just dodges at the end. Electronic, low HP, taking this off, looking for the shots, but Guardian's got the cover. He won't let them cross to the site, and Electronic doesn't need to take a fight as Taco and Fallen look to get up on top of A. Nice shot from Fallen. Allows for the bomb plant, but they don't check short, and Simple's come in on the backline. He will close out the map and the series. It's Navi going 2-0 up against MIBR. They made quick work of them on their map pick of Dust 2, and no survivors, no prisoners, just casualties here for the Brazilian side of things. Not the MIBR that we saw earlier on taking down FaZe. They looked a little bit worse for wear in this one.